now is the beginning on day 39. Today Agat is coming. Agat. She's joining me on the way. I have a 30-kilometer walk in the heat, so I started early this morning, 6:30 or so. Yes, long walk, 30 kilometers. I'm tracking the miles exactly to let you guys know how much it is. It is a beautiful church. I hope I can go in. Oh, look at that beautiful view. Hard to see. You gotta be here, you know? Anyway, not really sure what's gonna happen with Agat. A little nervous. Not nervous, but yeah, damn, like, what am I gonna do? I don't know. And I also might have organized a dinner with the pilgrims tonight. So, at least we'll have dinner. I don't know. Oh, it's a nice view. I wish I could show it to you. But yeah, sitting out a letter. I thank God for everything. I'm asking for strength on this beautiful day to help me do the right thing always. Always. I saw an interesting thing about Jesus too. Said that he liked to ask, unlike other progenitors of religions, he liked to ask the question, who do you think I am? So I think that we have to act so that people can know who we are just by our deeds. You know, not just say things. So yesterday, I was talking to Delphine about something, and she said, what are you gonna do? The right thing or the wrong thing? I said, je suis ce que je fais, which means I am what I do. So, gotta try to do the right thing always. I haven't even left town, and I got another chocolatine and a palmier. I'm so fat, guys, look at me. Oh, so fat. I also think the beard is making me look fat. But, listen. Chocolate croissant I just had in Air sur Resort was by far the best one I've ever had. So now, I found this other boulangerie right over here. Super big. Must have been an old gas station or something. I want to try this out in front of you, let you know what I think. Sorry, guys. See me? Okay. Here we go. It does not look as good. The other one had 2 bars of chocolate in it. This one looks very bready, but try it out. Good chocolate, buttery consistency. I don't think it's as good, but it's very good. Very good. You want some? Should have been here. I look like a crazy person. Good morning. I just woke up. Yesterday was day 39, and I just want to give you guys an update on what went down. Beautiful morning today. Hard to capture, as always. After I had the incredible chocolate croissants in that town, oh my god, I look nuts. Whatever, I'm not trying to impress anyone right now. I kept walking, and I walked by myself for a while, and then here are these 2 really cool stories. I threw away this piece of trash while I was entering this beautiful forest, but the trash rested on the side of the trash can where the wind could blow it either way. And I just kept walking, and I thought, you know, I know it's stupid. Maybe it sounds stupid or it sounds small, but I started thinking, what's the right thing to do here? As I kept walking away, I thought, don't ignore the right thing to do. So I stopped in my tracks, and look at I stop myself and I go back to throw the trash correctly into the bin. And when I do that, I find 50 cents on the floor. It's pretty cool. It's like, oh, here's a reward for doing the right thing. And later on, I was walking and it was really hot, and I was in these flat cornfields, which were boring as heck. And I was surrounded by pilgrims. It was too busy and I was overwhelmed. And I thought, man. I thought, okay, let me just rest. So I pull off to the side of the road. It's been 3 hours of me walking. And I pull into this little forest. And I sit down. Sorry. I sit down under the shade of this tree and I start reading the book of Genesis. And a bee starts really close to me. It's just buzzing. And it gets next to my hand. It starts flying next to my finger. I think, okay, just relax, Daniel. As long as you don't do anything, you're going to be fine. And it lands on my finger and it starts moving around. I can see its a little stinger, its little butt just wiggling on me. I was like, oh, okay, I know I have to remain calm, but can you get off? And I just stayed still as the bee was sniffing around my hand for some reason. And then it was sniffing around my arm, and I'm starting to get a little nervous. Like, okay. But I had to remember scripture. Deuteronomy 31:8. For it is the Lord who will go before you. He will be with you. He will not leave you. Do not be afraid. Do not be dismayed. So I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to be afraid. And I keep telling myself this. The bee's on me for like a minute at this point. Finally, the bee says, all right, I'm done with this guy. And it leaves. But that stinger was threatening pain there. And then I kept walking and I started thinking, man, isn't it interesting how I'm nervous about a bee, right? A little nervous about a bee that's on me with a stinger because it has the ability to hurt me. But I can go up to a human being, any human being, and talk to them, even though they also have the ability to hurt me, and I'm not as nervous. But they have the same ability to do harm to me. And I believe if a bee stings you, it dies. So it's less beneficial for a bee to do damage to you than a human being, because a human being could do damage to you without dying, without having to die. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just a random thought. After that, I kept going to the town Mirmont-Saint-Sac, and that's where I met Agathe, who had drove 4 hours to join me on this walk. And we met at the church, and then we had lunch at a picnic table and went for our walk. The sun was beating down on us, but we walked for another 10 kilometers or 12 kilometers. Oh, there's some horses over there. Maybe they'll come into the video. Look. See right there? The black one? So yeah, 12 kilometers or so, and we talked the whole time, just getting to know each other, and it was nice. It was nice. When we got to town, it was blazing hot. We went to the Gîte, settled in. I got some ice cream with the group, went back to church, visited the church. And then after that, I had convinced, because Delphine and Hadrian were there, I had convinced Hadrian, a chef, to make dinner with us for the 4 of us. Hadrian, Delphine, and I. And Agathe. So I had organized this dinner. I felt like Julien from a couple weeks ago who organized all these things. And we pitched in all of our ingredients, and he ended up making a mushroom, lardon, onion, garlic sauce, and then pasta in there with some cheese on it. Incredible. The girls made a salad. I cut the charcuterie, so I didn't do much, but I did the dishes after. And it was a great dinner, but I was tired all day because of the sun and the long walk. I walked 22 miles. I was very tired, so I wasn't socially very present, and that happens to me sometimes when I'm tired. It's like, oh, I'll check out. But I got some sleep and went on to day 40, so I'll let you guys know how that goes.